This is Ayman Khan here for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We are here to talk boxing as well as get an update on his career with the one and only It's a Nick Ting, Nick Webb, on a sunny Thursday day. First of all, Nick, how are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you, mate. It's my brother's birthday today, so he wanted to come down to the beach, so sort of a family out into the beach.
Sorry to interrupt your family out. And what have you got your brother for his birthday?
Bought in some trainers, like a bracelet, you know, the normal kind of things.
Not bad at all. Are you the older one or the younger one?
I'm the oldest.
Yeah, you've got to do that when you're the oldest, haven't you?
Yeah, you got to look after him.
Right, Nick. So I noticed that it's been nearly a year out of the ring for yourself when you last fought with Fabio Wardley. So I was just wondering, what is the latest with yourself in your boxing career?
I've just sort of been training, ticking over, waiting to sort of like anything sort of coming up, but got back into full-time training about sort of 6 weeks ago, and took a new trainer on, a guy called Martin Herdman. He's joined the team. So we're still the same team, but we just took an extra trainer on, sort of bring some new things to the jam, you know.
Has it been good to kind of have this time away from boxing to just get that rest and recharge? Because Nick, yourself with your career, you've had quite a few ups and downs. So is it good to kind of just get your head away from boxing and just recharge?
Yeah, sort of where I've always been a full-time athlete, it's been sort of always full on. So I've actually sort of stepped away for the first time. I did a course in mental health, like a level 3 mental health. Sort of, you know, I get ready for the next stage in my career, sort of thing. I want to help people with mental health and things like that. So, yeah, but obviously I've still got a few fights to me. I've got the British title to get, so I'm ready, mate. I've got to get back in the mix.
Before we look forward, let's just reflect backwards on the defeat to Fabio Wardley. What are your reflections on that fight?
I think when I look back to it, I just sort of think maybe I had the wrong game plan. I sort of went in sort of steam or all guns blazing, and I guess I was hitting him a lot easier than I thought I was going. I thought it'd be a lot more elusive, and I felt like I was hitting him sort of a lot more easier, and I felt like that was going to be tough to do. But so if I sort of took my time a bit, maybe I would have done the right thing. But he did the right thing, and he got me out of there basically. So hands up to him, you know what I mean?
What have you made of Fabio? He's someone who obviously you had that time with him in the ring, and a lot of people are talking about him as a fighter amongst a lot of heavyweights who's trying to establish themselves as one of the best leading lights in the division. A lot of young talent coming through, but specifically on Fabio, what do you make of him, and how far do you think he can go in the sport?
Nothing stopping him. He's got speed. He's got power. You know, he's got the athleticism. There's nothing stopping him from getting to the top. So it's just on him and his team, basically, is that he can go as far as he wants to go.
You mentioned there that you've got the British title in your eyes. You got locked in and targeting that one for when you return back into the ring. So a lot of fighters want to get that British title opportunity. How far do you feel that is away from you to get an opportunity to fight for that title?
I think the stage I'm at, I'm always sort of one fight away. You know, I come back and I beat, you know, someone that's noteworthy, and then I'm back in the mix to sort of fight for the British. So I'm always 1 or 2 fights away. So it's just a matter of taking the right fight and winning, obvious.
Is there any specific name that you look at, and you of the heavyweight crop that we've mentioned just there, that you look at? I want to fight this guy, and I think I can. I'm confident I can take this guy.
Not really. I don't think that I've never sort of took names. I just sort of, when people have got titles, that's what I want, and if they got it, then I want to fight them for it.
Mm-hmm. Fabio Wardley and Nathan Gorman might be jumping in soon for that British title. What do you make of that fight?
I think that'd be a great fight. I think it'd be a tough fight. Obviously, I think Gorman's probably the better fighter, better as in boxer wise, and Wardley's the better sort of fighter, scrapper. So it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to test the both of them.
And in the time that you've had out of the ring, what have you kind of learned about yourself as a person? You mentioned you had this mental health thing that you're going on, and you're looking to maybe kind of put this going forward after boxing. But just as a person, like, how have you grown in the time out of the ring?
Yeah, like obviously I sort of looked at myself, and like you said earlier, I've had a lot of ups and downs, and I've been able to sort of stay away from all the negative comments, stay away from the people telling me I can't do it. And I've always been able to come back and shown people what I'm made of. So there's no reason why I can't keep doing it. And that's why I thought, getting a sort of, I want to help people with mental health, like men and stuff like that, because I've come back from a lot of diversity and people telling me, no, I can't do it. And I think when you're stuck in a bad place with your mental health, you think I can't come back, you think I can't do it. But, I've shown that you can, and I've shown that you just got to believe in yourself.
Nick, did those comments ever get to you? Because social media is a very cruel place, even at the best of times. So you talking about kind of following that through and where you've come from, where you've been, and you've been able to pass on that knowledge. But was there a point where those comments ever did get to you?
I'd be lying to say that, that I just look at it and think nothing of it. Obviously, you look at it and think, oh, what idiots, they don't know what they're talking about. But, some things probably get to you a little bit, but you just got to be strong enough to realise it doesn't matter what they say. What matters is the people around you, the people that love you, and that's what matters, not people that don't have a clue of anything that's going on with you.
Nick, we've just passed the anniversary of the unfortunate passing or loss of Benn-Eubank, who was a leading guy, someone you know very well. Just in your own words, Nick, just kind of how did that affect yourself, and what are your memories of Seb, who's gone too soon?
Well, Seb, I was sort of an amateur when he was an amateur, and as I went to Brighton, he was there and spent a bit of time with him. He was like a shining light. He's always positive and always, looked at the world in a different kind of perspective. And I just think he's left sort of, even in the short time he was here, he still left a good legacy. No one can say a bad word about him. And he's a great lad. And obviously sad to see someone go like that before their time.
Indeed, completely agree with the words that you mentioned there. The family, there's a lot of rumours around Chris Eubank Jr. about a potential fight that might be happening. Nick, I wonder if you've heard those rumours and what you make of a potential fight between...
Ben, isn't it?
Yeah, what do you make of that?
That'd be a great fight if it happens. I think just the nostalgia of obviously their dads and everything like that, it would just be a great British fight, and I want it to happen. Hopefully I think they're trying to sort out the catch weight or something like that, or the rehydration clause or something like that. I don't know. Hopefully it gets sorted and they make it happen.
Who do you favour in that fight?
Well, from being Brighton, I'm going to favour Eubank. So, but I like the both of them, and I wish the best for them. But because I'm Brighton Jim, I have to say Eubank's obvious.
Do you anticipate that both the fathers, both Nigel and Eubank Senior, are going to get to winding each other up straight from the off?
I think they got to. I think I'll be surprised if they won't be on the undercard for it.
But in terms of the two fighters, Eubank Senior, Eubank Junior. Sorry, we've seen him fight out Reese against Liam Williams. He's linked up with Roy Jones Jr. and he's made some improvements, adaptations to his game. In terms of what you've seen from him as a boxer, how do you see Chris having improved in the ring?
I think he's just sort of, I think he's a little bit more take his time, a little bit more elusive. I think before he should take a lot more shots than he needed to. So hopefully, he's just improved him as an all-round boxer. And I think, especially Roy Jones, what he brings to the table, his speed, power, and knowledge of what he used to be able to do.
You've mentioned that you're picking Eubank Jr. to win the fight, but tell me, how does it play out? Give me your prediction for the fight.
You really got me here because I'm friends with them both. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just saying Eubanks because he's from the same gym, but both of them have got a 50-50 chance, and it's going to be a great fight.
no worries. I won't push you any further for that. I completely respect that. Not a problem. Let me get your thoughts on a couple of other things in boxing then. Dave Allen and Alan Babich is a fight that keeps getting talked about. It's not been made, but what do you make of that one too?
I think Dave Allen wants a lot of money to fight if he does fight. It'd be an interesting fight. I think Dave Allen's not really in full-time training. I don't think he's that fit, and I think Babic's just a fit man. He throws a lot of punches. I don't think he'd knock Dave Allen out because Dave Allen can take a lot. So, maybe a points win or a rest stoppage from taking too many shots from Babic, I would say.
Another big fight happening very soon is the rematch between Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua over in Saudi Arabia. A lot of talk about how Anthony Joshua has to approach this fight, but what do you think, Nick?
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of talks, and I would agree with the talks. I think the talks are saying he has to be more aggressive. And I don't think you're going to really outbox him. So I think he's got to be aggressive and take the fight to him. But Joshua's shown a lot in the years. Yes, he's took losses, but he's also come back really well. And when he's fought on his comebacks, he's fought really well and won well. So there's no reason why he can't do it again.
Nicky, bringing this back to yourself with your return to the ring, which you're targeting for later on in the year, is there a level of pressure with yourself coming into whichever fight that you have next to then win the fight? Because back-to-back losses is never good for anyone in their career, but just in the heavyweight division, that's kind of magnified too.
Yeah, you're right. Whatever fight I take, I've got to win. There's no losing. I'm going to win the next fight, and that's how I have to approach it. I take training always very serious. I feel fresh and revived. I've been training hard again, and my punches feel good. So I'm positive, and yeah, like you said, there's no losing. There's no losing, no back-to-back losing.
I'll leave the final word with you for people who wanting to see you back out. When can they expect to see you back out? And just a message to the heavyweight division for when you return too.
Ali said, I shall return. Hopefully sort of September, October time, I'll be back out. That's what I'm aiming for. So yeah, be ready, because I will be.
Nick, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much for speaking to Boxer Social. We'll catch up for when you return too.
Pleasure.
Good man. Enjoy the rest of your day.